Should you learn to surf in good conditions? Or it does not really matter? Would it be better to pick a surf spot with consistent waves for the weekend? Or will the beach break whitewash do if you just go out every day? You'll get your answers in today's episode. Welcome to the Wipeout Weekly, the daily podcast for beginners, wannabe surfers, and seasoned wipeout enthusiasts. No hype, no filler, just the highs, lows, and honest truth about learning to surf and finding your place in surf culture. I'm your host, Suze Wilson. Let's go out. Bad waves are good for you. Or are they? I posed this question recently, just after I got back from a really shitty surf sesh. Oh, great. Now this is going to have to be an explicit podcast episode. The waves in Venice and Santa Monica and Los Angeles where I surf are far from being super beginner-friendly. Or maybe they are beginner-friendly enough, judging by the number of surf school vans in the parking lot. But they are not particularly great for progressing past that initial whitewater pop-up and that, woohoo, I am surfing ride all the way to the beach. Isn't there a reason why all the greatest surfers come from Hawaii and Florida, where the waves are usually pretty awesome? Perhaps. But everyone I asked was in agreement. Just go out. The power of consistency will trump that one-off perfect 3-day surf you experienced on a surf retreat that made you feel like you could take on Mavericks. Let me unpack this. Going out is better than not going out, even if you don't catch anything. Because surfing really shouldn't be about wave count, especially if you're just starting out. To get to the point where you consistently catch 2 or 3 waves from the lineup, there's serious work that needs to be done. So we have to start thinking about surfing as a holistic exercise. Paddling, pop-ups, turtle rolls, wipeouts, they're all valuable even without catching a single wave. I can hear you thinking, but Suze, if I don't catch a single wave, how is this even surfing? I want to say the intention. Imagine you traveled to a surf spot one morning, and by the time you paddled out, it went completely flat. If someone asked what you did that morning, you'd still say, I went surfing. The fact that you didn't catch a wave, that you paddled all the way back to the shore because there wasn't even whitewater to push you, it doesn't matter. You still went surfing. I like that. As Kristen from Girls Who Can't Surf Good said, every single minute in the water is valuable. Even in shitty conditions? Hell yeah! Especially in really shitty conditions. It's like going to the gym. Well, the gym I go to. And instead of the weightlifting session I was looking forward to, it's an every minute on a minute with rope pulls and squat. Who comes up with these exercises? Bottom line, less than favorable surf conditions build your surf muscles. You have to paddle stronger, turtle roll harder, duck dive more. You become more aware of the ocean around you. It builds resilience. You become adaptable. You're not just a good wave surfer. Still not convinced? Fair. Especially when you're being bombarded with reel after reel of surfers at your level, catching and trimming along perfect tropical waves, looking like they're having the time of their lives. It's hard to squeeze into your wetsuit, cycle to the beach, when the sun isn't even out and the water's far from warm. And all you see is the waves closing out the back and whitewash central in front. That's the story of my life. And I've got some more bad news. Your local surf break is more likely to get worse, not better. I thought I was imagining things about Bay Street here in LA. I remember it being more consistent 15 years ago, before I moved here permanently. But according to Debbie from our group, who learned to surf there 50 years ago, it's changed for the worse. And the same thing is happening across the globe. Sea levels rise, coastal erosion, unchecked development along the coasts. This whole situation, it requires next-level stoicism and acceptance. You have to make peace with it. Otherwise, you'll never be a happy surfer. And if you can't find any joy in surfing, what's the point? How can I start? Easy. Don't be above surfing whitewater. As Kyla says, surfing shitewash still counts as surfing. And make a plan like Crystal Ann. Oh, I love when it rhymes. Crystal Ann says, flat, I work on paddling technique and endurance. Messy and on shore, I work on paddling power and safety. I swear by those crappy days. Makes you a great surfer. And hardly anyone is out, so you get it all to yourself. I am sold on surfing in bad conditions. Big thanks to everyone from Girls Who Can't Surf Good who contributed to this episode. Next time in our Surfer Drama segment, why sometimes you really do need good conditions. And that's all for today. Check out the Wipe Weekly for our free newsletter, more stories and ways to connect with us. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow for more of the Wipe Weekly.